Bitcoin is still preparing for the next massive move. And the crazy thing is that nobody is paying attention, while this is actually the time you want to start paying attention towards the Bitcoin chart. So well, do not get trapped right now. We need to be discussing this exactly. We need to be talking about the altcoins because altcoins are absolutely exploding right now. We need to be talking about Ethereum because Ethereum is looking like it is gonna break out over here. So make sure to push up that like button. And as always, let's have a look towards that imminent short term. And what we can be seeing over here is that yesterday we have created this Bitcoin CME gap. And just like I've been talking about, most likely if we are going to be creating this Bitcoin CME gap, we are going to be inevitably filling it right after. And yes, indeed, I have talked about it on my Twitter page this morning. Also, I have very clearly already said it in yesterday's video. Well, right now we are very close to be filling our CME gap. And yes, indeed, we did get our push towards the downside. So that is looking very good. Now, in my opinion, we are still consolidating inside of this range. And during our consolidation, yes, indeed, we can be seeing that volume is still decreasing. A lot of liquidity is piling up in both directions. We are creating some type of a descending triangle and also at the same time a bull flag pattern. So definitely one thing is very certain, a big move for Bitcoin is about to come. Now the question of course really is, in which direction are we going to be seeing this breakout? And well, for that you need to keep in mind that we are in a very strong uptrend. So in my opinion, it is going to be more likely that we are going to be seeing actually this breakout towards the upside. On top of that, also institutions are right now still buying Bitcoin, and today institutions will be able to buy more Bitcoin again because of course the stock market and the ETFs will once again open, and tomorrow we will be getting the data from what these institutions have bought. So the data that we will be getting tomorrow morning is going to be very important. It is going to be indicating if yes indeed institutions are going to be buying up even more Bitcoin, or if this buying Bitcoin is actually slowing down. So we need to be having a look towards that tomorrow. Now on top of that, we can be seeing that actually the majority of the liquidity, in my opinion, is right now definitely being created towards the upside. Now do keep in mind that actually liquidity is actually being created in both directions, but definitely majority is towards the upside. Now the Bitcoin funding rates, in my opinion, are still looking quite healthy. Yes, of course, it is pretty normal that it is going to be getting a little bit overextended after seeing such kind of a move towards the upside. Now they are just a tiny bit overextended. In my opinion, nothing to really worry about yet. So yeah, in my opinion, it is actually going to be more likely to see a breakout towards the upside. Now always do keep in mind that not always the most likely scenario has to necessarily have to play out. Of course, we can be breaking in either direction. We can also see this breakout towards the downside, and in the case of a breakdown, well, I am not going to be shorting the Bitcoin breakdown, but what I am going to be doing is buying up the dip. If we are going to be seeing this breakdown, I think we are going to be reaching our next level of support, which is going to be coming in at about 47.4k to about 47.2k level. Now from of that level, I'm going to be interested in buying up more Bitcoin, open up a leverage trade, because from that level I am going to be expecting some kind of a bounce. So it is actually going to be very simple. Now in the case of a breakout towards the upside, well, in that scenario I am going to be expecting another push towards the upside, but I am going to be expecting that a daily bearish divergence on the RSI indicator will be getting created, and whenever that will be getting created, I will be exiting my positions. So well, for that exactly, we need to be monitoring the Bitcoin charts daily, but either way, for either scenario, I have a plan set up, so it doesn't really matter for me if we are going to be seeing this breakout towards the upside or towards the downside. For both scenarios, I am planning to make some money. Now, before talking about the longer term and about these altcoins and Ethereum, because this is some very important information that you can definitely not miss. Well, if you want to be staying up to date about my exact Bitcoin trades, where I'm going to be entering and what exactly I will be doing, well, you can be joining my free VIP group over here with this link down below. Now, basically, all you need to do is sign up a new new account on DEEPCOIN. DEEPCOIN is basically an exchange very similar to Bybit, but it does not require any KYC and it has no restrictions. On top of that, you also need to execute at least one leverage trade and then fill out this form over here, and I will be contacting you through Telegram within about 24 hours. Now, do keep in mind that if you are going to be depositing $100 to this exchange, you can be getting a $220 for free. So definitely, if you are going to be interested in trading, or if you are going to be interested in this group, make sure to check out that link down below. Now, on that weekly time frame for Bitcoin, well, we have started to create this Bitcoin bearish divergence, right? And on top of that, also we have closed our weekly candle with a doji candle. So yeah, a doji candle is typically indicating indecisiveness or some form of a reversal. So definitely, in my opinion, that weekly chart is not starting to look very good, because typically bearish divergences do not really lie. Now, RSI divergences are my favorite signal in the market because they are just so powerful. Right here, it predicted the exact Bitcoin top. Right there, it predicted the exact Bitcoin bottom. Right there, it indicated the local top over here. And right now, once again, this signal is flashing. Now, yes, this could be a little bit of a dangerous signal in the coming few weeks, but definitely do keep in mind that because of this signal, it doesn't necessarily have to mean we are going to be crashing straight towards the downside immediately. It is just something to keep in the back of your head. Okay, the trend towards the upside is definitely still very bullish, but definitely do be a little bit more cautious because of this signal. Now, having a look towards the altcoins, well, altcoins are most definitely outperforming Bitcoin right now. And I've been saying for the past few weeks that most likely altcoins are about to outperform Bitcoin right here very soon, in my opinion. And yes, indeed, the Bitcoin dominance has exactly topped out over here, and altcoins have been outperforming Bitcoin. And in my opinion, it is going to be very likely that altcoins will be continuing to outperform actually Bitcoin as we are coming closer towards our Bitcoin halving. Whenever we are going to be reaching our Bitcoin halving, most likely we are going to be seeing the Bitcoin dominance actually bottoming out and Bitcoin once again taking over more dominance over the altcoins. So that is going to be very simple. Now, the reason why the Bitcoin dominance is right now crashing so hard towards the downside is majorly because of Ethereum. Ethereum is right now looking like it is about to break out against a Bitcoin pair. So yeah, if Ethereum is going to be confirming this breakout, well, Ethereum is most likely going to be outperforming Bitcoin in the coming few months. So yeah, if we are going to be breaking out right here, Ethereum would actually be a better bet than Bitcoin. So yes, let's have a look how this is going to be playing out. Now, definitely, if we are going to be having a look towards our on-chain indicators, our parabolic Bitcoin bull market signal is right now flashing. Short-term Bitcoin holders are actually increasing, while the long-term Bitcoin holders are right now decreasing. And you might say, hey, this is actually a bearish signal. And yes, indeed, this is going to be longer-term a bearish signal for Bitcoin. But in the short term, this is only going to be indicating parabolic Bitcoin price movements towards the upside. So yeah, as you can be seeing all of the time whenever this signal has been flashing, well, it has only indicated parabolic Bitcoin price movements towards the upside. So maybe we are creating this Bitcoin weekly bearish divergence right now, but in my opinion, I would not be all too bearish right now. We are literally on the verge of a massive Bitcoin bull market, so I am not going to be very bearish right now. I'm still going to be very careful with actually being bearish on Bitcoin right here. But anyways, if you do want to be staying up to date about every single market development, make sure to be following me over on Twitter. And with that being said, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.